Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am sitting in my favorite spot next to my computer at my little workstation, and I feel like recording a video, something different, something that I used to do like a long time ago. I used to do these kinds of videos, and I just haven't in a long time. And it's always because I'm just so busy, but I am busy, and I'm doing this instead of some other things that I need to be doing because it was a, let's say, melancholy kind of day, and I just feel like chatting with you guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I have been, over the past couple of weeks, thinking about doing a video like this because I have certain songs that I really like. I have a lot of songs that I like, as we all do. And I thought, hey, one time I could do a video and just name 5 songs and show the videos that I watch. Sometimes like way too much. I get hooked on a certain video and I'll watch it like before I go to bed every night. I might have 4 or 5 that I watch, just a performance on either like the Letterman show or a concert or whatever. So I thought, oh, this could be a video. And I'm not picking any 5 in particular, just 5. So I'm going to tell you the song that I like. I'm going to tell you the performance that I watch, and I will link to it down below in case you want to go watch it. You don't have to. I get nothing for that, just for sending you there. I just thought if it's a song you like or you're just curious, maybe you'd like to go check it out. I have some odd choices sometimes, and I think I have at least one kind of odd one. Anyway, let's just start. No particular order. I'm going to start with a performance. You'll know the song, but the performance, the performer, you probably have never heard of him. Michael Grimm. If you know that name, then you are an avid America's Got Talent fan, because he won season 5. He beat out the little, I think she was like 9 or 10, opera singer, Jackie Ivanko, something like that. And I loved him. I loved him. I loved the music he sang. I loved him. He's my kind of guy. I mean, I'm just totally attracted to Michael Grimm, except for one episode. He changed the way he looked, and I was like, what the hell? Anyway, I just think he's super cute. I love his voice. I love his style of singing, the songs he loves to sing. Michael Grimm. I knew we wouldn't really hear about him after that, but he does perform. So one of the songs that he actually sang on America's Got Talent, but that's not what I watch. I watch a performance he did with McKenna Medley, who happens to be Bill Medley's daughter. He was one of the Righteous Brothers. I guess they have a club somewhere, and she performs, and she's super cute. I have a hair. Get out, hair. She's super cute. She has an awesome voice, and so one time just searching different songs that he was performing, searching for Michael Grimm, I came up with this one, and I'm hooked to it. I just love it. I just love it. So, it's So You Don't Know Me, and you probably have heard of that. I don't know who wrote it. It's an oldie. So, if you want to go check that out. And my only complaint about Michael Grimm is I really like a guy who dresses sharp on stage, and he has jeans on most of the time. It's my only complaint. But other than that, I just think he's super cute. The hat could be showing his eyes more, maybe. That's what I love about Bruno Mars. There's not a whole lot of Bruno Mars music that I love, but I do love a few of those songs. But it's when he's on stage and he's dressed in shiny clothes and pointy shoes, and oh my God, I love that. My first song for tonight, Michael Grimm, You Don't Know Me, with McKenna Medley. Go check it out. Again, in no particular order, and I have mentioned this before, probably several times, but one song that just brings me to my knees every time, Sweet Child O' Mine, Guns N' Roses, Axl. I love everything about that. Now, first of all, that was my era. I was, out and about partying to that kind of music. I just love everything about that song. I love the video. I love Axel, how he looked back then. Again, I mean, I was attracted to the long hair, makeup on the eyes, boys. Sometimes it is hilarious to look back at that. But Axel, he was just a cutie pie. Oh my God. And I love his voice. I loved the music. Again, I don't love everything they did, but I certainly love Sweet Child O' Mine. I can listen to it repeatedly when I'm driving, and I very rarely have music on when I'm driving. I do with Skylar, but fortunately, the songs that Skylar listens to on the radio, you know, they're all new, and they don't bring back memories for me. Music, even that I love, makes me very, very sad, especially if I'm in the car. I can cry like a baby in the car, even without music. I'm just alone with my thoughts on the road behind the wheel, and it can be very sad. So I try not to ever listen to music when I'm driving, because I can pull over because I have to cry so hard because of a song or a memory, whether it's a good memory, bad memory. It's just all very depressing to me. It makes me very sad. I'm so complicated. But not too long ago, I was in the car and it played, and I had to just sit there and listen. Just loved it so much. Anyway, and again, it made me very sad. And I did a video and I talked about it then, and it ended up being kind of a sad video. Because I was saddened by the radio, so it made me talk about sad things. So, Sweet Child O' Mine, I will link down below to the video. I believe it's the official video, and I really would like to see some of their on-stage performances. That's one thing I like about YouTube, is you can find those things. Okay, so speaking about on-stage performances, one band that, of course, was so popular when I was a youngin', I never really followed them or paid much attention then. U2. How bizarre is that? Everybody loved U2. I barely knew what any of them looked like in the band. I knew Bono, and that was it. And again, a lot of their songs I don't give a shit about. But one that I always loved and always heard a lot is New Year's Day. But that's not the one I'm picking here. But I do absolutely love that song. One I used to hear on occasion and didn't even know it was by them, Mysterious Ways. And then, you know, somewhere along the way, somebody said, well, that's U2. And I was like, really? And not too long ago, I looked up Mysterious Ways, U2, and I found one of their very many performances, not too awfully long ago, so they're like older. And I'll link to that one down below. I can watch that over and over again. I just love it. I love the music. I love just the way they look older. Oh, and then I'll sometimes go look at an old video of them, and it is fucking hilarious. The hair, how they looked. I mean, I love looking back when they're young, and it's just the 80s. Come on. It was a weird period. So Mysterious Ways is just a damned good song. The fourth song I'm going to talk about, I'm sure I heard it many times before the first performance where I really fell in love with the song, but not so much sung by that artist. It was Celine Dion, and she was on David Letterman, and I think she had blonde hair. Let me see if I can find that. Not blonde hair, but short hair. That might have been the first time I ever saw her. I'm looking, and it's 1994. I'll link to that too. Oh my God, I'm going to have a lot of linking to do. Just love the song. I love it. And of course, I've watched so many different performances of Tina Turner doing it. She's probably the most popular for that song, all the way back to the days of Ike and Tina. You know, she has sung it throughout her career. But then one night I was searching just for River Deep, Mountain High. Did I even say the name of the song? River Deep, Mountain High. That's the song that I love. So I was searching for it, and up popped a lot of different people, but one was Neil Diamond. And I've never been much of a Neil Diamond fan, but it was on Letterman, and I just love Letterman's band. they can make any performer shine. So I thought, I'll watch it. And oh my God, I must have watched it 10 times in a row. I just loved it. Neil was like, you know, not super young. He looked good. He wasn't really old yet. I think that was also in the 90s. And the band, you can tell they're just feeling it. They just feeling it. I just love it so much, so much. And of course, I always watch the bass players because Derek's a bass player. And Will Lee is the bass player. I think Neil Diamond had a few of his own people there too, but you know, the Paul Schaefer band was there, and it's just, I just love that performance. So go check that one out. I'll have that down below. But I'll put the Celine Dion. She's so young. She almost looks like a boy in this video. Well, not really a boy. I don't have my readers on, so I can't see that great. But the hair's short. I don't remember her ever having short hair after that. All right, last but not least. This, again, is an oldie that you've probably heard a million times. I think over 200 artists have covered this song. And I actually thought Donny Hathaway was the first, that he might have even been the one who wrote it. But he wasn't. But most people know the Donny Hathaway version of A Song for You. And I love the song, and again, I started searching for the title of the song to see if I could find other people singing it. Neil Diamond did a cover on it. I didn't care for it as much. And I know some people are probably going to think it's bizarre that I think this guy is attractive. Again, I believe it was in the 70s. Okay, let me go look. I gotta check. 1971. Now, I was only 11 in 1971, but I absolutely had crushes on boys and anyone I could see on TV. And when I look at Leon Russell in this, playing the piano, and the shirt, you know, it's so 1970s, and, you know, the people around him, and so I love it. And, you know, he had long hair, he's like typical hippie, and I think he's attractive. As he got older, he had the white hair. I mean, I just love him. I love his voice. And so when I looked this up about Leon Russell, he is the one who wrote the song. I never knew that. I always thought it was at least Donny Hathaway's, that he was the first to sing it. But Leon Russell was the first to record it, and many people have covered it. And I just love that song. And you'll just see him at the piano with, you know, an ashtray filled with cigarette butts. Remember when people even smoked, like on the night shows, the talk shows, Johnny Carson, they would smoke and drink. We don't see that anymore. So, A Song for You, it's just a good song. So those are the kind of songs that I like and the kind of artists that I like, and I will, you know, come up with some more. I also would like to do a video of artists that I never cared for. Some popular ones that everybody else loved, and I'm like, I just don't see it. I just don't feel it. So it's kind of fun, but I had a long list, and I don't know where it is. So I started a little list, and I said, I'm going to do just 5 tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have all the links to everything I talked about, so go check them out if you feel like it. I don't care. I'm not forcing you, but some of you might enjoy it. And that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. This is hi. What the fuck? Bye. I don't know. Okay, let's start that over. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. I don't know. What do I usually do? I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm flustered by the thought of Leon Russell.